Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist unit while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. The New York Giants are going to the playoffs. That's it, that's all. Alright, it's laughable that everybody writing us off. Now I'm listening to Bill Simmons. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in work this morning. And I turned on the Bill Simmons podcast. You know, I rock with Bill Simmons. And him and cousin Sal just completely write us off. We're just done. The Giants are fake, and it finally caught up to them. They're not going to the playoffs. We're about to get swept by Washington. Like, shut up. Then they do guess the lines, and they're like, Giants should be bigger dogs than what they are at home. And it's just like, you know what? This is where the Giants are supposed to be. This is our MO. This is what we do. Okay, now everybody's doubting us. Okay, we got that chip on our shoulder back, and we about to put foots in Washington. Like, this is remember, I'm blackballed. Okay, I'm blackballed. And on top of me being blackballed, if your name ain't Kyle Pizzle, I probably don't like you anyway if you have anything to do with the Giants. If you're not a player on the Giants, and you covering the Giants in any form of media, if your name ain't Kyle Pizzle, 99% chance I don't like you. So I don't listen or watch anybody in the Giants community. The only way stuff get back to me is when people on Twitter at Bully Fisk, or people on Instagram, or I do a live stream and people ask me questions, or people tell me what other people are saying. And word on the New York football Giant streets is Daniel Jones stinks. Saquon Barkley ran out of gas. And I'm just like, are you not? At what point are you grateful? At what point are you grateful? At what point do you count your blessings? Remember I told you last week, I don't remember what video it was, but in the video last week, I gave you an analogy of the poor man who's happy to get, I don't know, you punch a clock and you get $1,500 every 2 weeks. That $1,500 is your life. You love that $1,500 you get every 2 weeks. But then you hit the lottery, or you hit a parlay on FanDuel or something like that. Now you got 10 grand in the bank. And now all of a sudden, you eating $12 Chinese food ain't enough. Now you want to go spend $100 on dinner because you got money. But then you lose all that money. And now you're back to the $1,500 every 2 weeks. And now you're grateful for the $1,500. But when you had the $10,000, you weren't grateful. And that's what I'm getting at with Giants fans or people who cover the team. We're 7-4 and about to play 4 meaningful games in the month of December. That's better than where we were when we were planning for the draft last year this time. Last year around this time, we was like, are we going to get Kayvon? What lineman are we going to take? Are we going to take Andrew Thomas or the guy who went to the Panthers? That was the conversation from Giants content creators a year ago after Thanksgiving. So now for Giants people to be upset or disappointed in the team, how dare you? How dare you? Where do you get the balls to be upset with a 7-4 team who's the 6th seed in the playoffs right now? It's not possible. It's not. If you want to be mad at Joe Shane for not getting us a wide receiver, I'm cool with that. That makes sense. Because, I get that. But as far as blaming Daniel Jones, you can't do that. We got 7 wins. He has 5 game-winning drives. Shut up. Saquon Barkley, unless something's changed, hasn't he led the league in scrimmage yards this year? So you can't throw our 2 best players under the bus when they're the only reason why we have this record. We hit a rough patch. And it's like, And this is the New York thing, right? This is New Yorkers. And this is why I don't get, I'm not as upset as I would be if I wasn't used to how New Yorkers operate. Diehard Yankee fan. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I don't cover baseball because nobody cares. But I'm a diehard Yankee fan, right? The Yankees were like 25, 30 games above 500. What was it, August? When did the Yankees hit that rough patch where we stunk? I think it was after the All-Star break. The Yankees was garbage for like 2 or 3 weeks after the All-Star break. Played like 500 ball, if that. And the earth stopped moving. Aaron Judge is having one of the greatest seasons since dudes was getting watched in black and white. And freaking people were complaining. Oh, Aaron Judge stinks. Garrett Cole stinks. Nestor Cortez is trash. Everybody's complaining. They're like 30 games above 500, but because they're not winning every game, people were complaining. And I'm like, this is the mindset of a New Yorker. They're never happy. New Yorkers are just never happy. The people who cover these New York teams are never happy. And now you fast forward 4 months later, we're in November going into December, and the Giants are 7-4, and people are complaining. Why are you complaining with a 7-4 team? Well, we ain't been relevant since the boat trip, and you're crying about a 7-4 team. For what? For what? I'll wait. For what? Somebody explain to me why people are down in the dumps. It makes no sense. We're still going to win 10 games. We're not losing to Jeff Saturday. Odell will be on the team by the time that game come around. We're going to split with Philly. We're going to split Washington. There go our 10 wins right there. Anything can happen versus Kirk Cousins. That can be 11. So what's the problem? What's really the problem? Seattle lost. Atlanta lost. Washington is not this nice. Don't Washington still got to play Dallas? Yeah, exactly. I rest my case. So this whole notion that Washington, and don't Seattle got some tough division games like versus the 49ers and stuff like that coming up. So this whole notion that the Giants are going to just not win anymore and we're going to fall out of the playoffs is laughable. It's laughable. I don't want to hear it. There should be nobody complaining. There should be no doom and gloom in the Giants community at all. We're 7-4 and we're going to win 10 games. It is what it is. So I'm talking to anybody who's down on the Giants. That's who this message is for. Anybody complaining about a 7-4 football team. And I'm gonna deal with you cockroaches in Washington later. Okay, I deal with y'all later. This is just for the naysayers. This is just for people who speaking that negative energy about my team right now. I don't like it. And it's unnecessary. People in life need to learn how to be grateful. Count your blessings. How can you expect the man above to give you more if you're not content with what he's already giving you? I mean, it makes no sense. It just makes no sense that for the past, my first year on YouTube was the boat trip season. So for the past 6 years, outside of the boat trip, I've been doing draft content and doing Thanksgiving. This is the first time as I've covered the Giants that I have meaningful games to cover after Thanksgiving. And I hear people complaining. Unreal. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.